Hi, I'm Captain Bob, and welcome to my workshop. We're going to have a lot of fun today. You know, we have some questions from your school, and let's get right to the first one. How can we live on the moon? You know, many nights you can go outside at night and look up at the sky and see the moon. You know, it might be a full moon or a partial moon. And the thing is, you know, since I was small, I remember thinking, well, gee, I wonder what lives up there on the moon, you know? And, you know, what kind of animals there might be up there, or monsters even, you know, something like that. Well, the thing is, the only things that have ever actually lived on the moon were people from Earth. That's right. A long time ago, we sent spaceships all the way to the moon and landed on the moon, and that's what we're going to talk about today. How they landed, how they lived, and what they did while they were on the moon. Now, when people first landed on the moon, we only landed there 6 different times. And the thing is, the first missions that landed, well, they stayed there for about a day or so and then came back to the Earth. And later on, one of the last 2 or 3 missions, well, when they landed, they stayed there for about 3 days on the moon. Now, there's no running water on the moon, of course, no air on the moon either, so we have to bring all of that with us, all the way to the moon from the Earth. Now, let me show you what the lunar module, that's what it was called, the vehicle that landed on the moon, looked like. This is a small model I have right here of what it looked like. Kind of a funny looking thing, really. It has these 4 legs on the bottom and this strange looking top that's up here. Now, I also have a larger model, well, right behind me here, that you've seen in other videos. Let's take a closer look at that real quick. Now, 2 people, astronauts really, lived inside, and they had air and water in there. Now, when they went outside, they had to carry their air and water with them. The air and water were in those big white backpacks. They went down a ladder and stepped on the moon. Now, the first man to step on the moon was Neil Armstrong. I got to meet Neil Armstrong after he came back from the moon. He was a very, very nice man, too. At first, they could only walk around on the moon, but later on, other astronauts brought a funny-looking car with them. They used it to travel for miles and miles on the moon. Well, tell you what, let's head over to the movies now, to that theater that has reserved seats just for you and for me, okay? And we'll see how people actually landed and lived on the moon for a while there, okay? Let's go. I keep forgetting. Robbie loves it. You like moon movies, right? Yeah, I think he does. Okay, let's head over to the movies and have some fun.
From time immemorial, people have cast longing glances at the moon and wished for a chance to travel there.
The key innovation that enabled all of Apollo was the Saturn V rocket. Without that, you couldn't even say we were going to the moon.
It will weigh over 6 million pounds, stand as tall as a 36-story building, and be able to lift 130 tons.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
It was so loud we couldn't hear ourselves think. Couldn't even see the instrument panel. It was vibrating so much.
Swung forward in your seat belts and then back as the second stage took over.
go for undocking. Okay, retro, go. Vital, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go for undocking.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm going to step off the ladder now.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh, that looks beautiful from here, Neil.
It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here.
We'll start looking at them a little more carefully. Some of them that looks like a breccia right there. Yeah, there's some interesting patterns on the surface.
Uh-oh.
Nice, I'll get this thing out now that I got it. Boy, you know, with the dead gummit. Jack Schmidt having a few problems.
Nice, so maybe landing.
When I crawled up the ladder, I knew I wasn't going to be coming this way again. And I just wanted to stop time. I wanted to freeze time.
Proceeded, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Right away, Houston. Close now. Okay, here we go. Stand by, Jack. Stand by. We got it. Capture. Capture. Going free. Open the hatch. Out here. We're free. Okay, hey, we're hard dock. Beautiful. Good show.
The crew will begin transferring samples and other equipment into the command module.
Mark. We got it. Did we get it? Looks like we got a good separation, Houston. We're stable. Looking good. Oh, man.
Yeah, they're blooming. Beautiful. There they are.
Well, that was pretty amazing how they actually went to the moon and lived there a long time ago, which is a lot of fun too. You know, actually, you can make your own model of a way you could live on the moon. Now, what you have to do is go to my website. And what you do is click on, when you go there, at the very top, it says projects. You just click on the projects and you go down a list that shows all kinds of things you can make. And then one of them will be looking like this. Now, this is the one I use for a Mars base, but you know, I have orange on here because Mars has sort of an orange look to it, you know. But the thing is, you can get gray paper maybe instead of orange. And that'll look more like the moon's surface, you know. And what I did too on these, I got small rocks from out in my yard and I painted them different colors too. You could maybe get some rocks and paint them all gray so it kind of matches the surface of the moon here. But you see, you can live in 3 different places. These are made out of styrofoam, and I made these tunnels out of toilet paper rolls, believe it or not. It's real easy. On my website, I show you how to do that step by step. But the thing is, you would park your car in here. Over here, this is your house. This is where you would live with, you know, a bed and a kitchen and maybe some TV or an internet connection here. And then you go through this tunnel and you live over here. This is your laboratory. Actually, you don't live there, but it's how you look at rocks and explore the moon just a little bit more. Then you go back down your tunnel and jump in your car and drive out to explore the moon again. It's a lot of fun to do. I hope you can make it. Now remember, my website is called rocketsandrobots.com. It's real easy to find, and when you get there, you'll find all kinds of videos and projects you can make as well. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Now remember, this is Captain Bob signing off. Now keep exploring because the future belongs to you. Bye-bye for now.